Okay, this is unit 024686 being tested out, going to Gatens Adventures in Louisiana. As you can see, it's a really beautifully done unit, and we are testing it with a demo couple routed up here. You can see we are running it at 182 degrees. We had it up to 185. We are cycling between low and high. As you can see, the case is in really good condition. Those threads there are in good condition. These threads here are in good condition. These threads here are in good condition. And the bottom four are what's bolting it down, so obviously those are in good shape as well. You can see the case is in good shape. You can see everything is in good shape. Alright, I will stop the output and show you the threads on the output side. Obviously these 6 threads on the front are good because that's what's holding our pulley on. We run by our test jig motor here, and we got some heat coming in from the back as well as from the front right here from this heater. Okay, so moving right along. Here's our power supply for testing. You can see we are running currently at 26 volts. It is pulling 0.617 of an amp and 16.04 watts. So there's voltage, amperage, and wattage. Okay, and currently we are in the low speed setting. We're going to go ahead and switch it to off, which is going to be in the middle. Very important that this stops when you switch it to off. We want you to see that these threads are all in good shape, just in case the mechanic ends up having a mishap. We also, while it's off, want you to see that the connector itself is in good shape. It is there and intact. We'll get a light on that for you guys so you can see. We are using the same type of connector that the bus uses. We can actually disconnect it and show you the rest of it. You have to be very careful with this connector. Okay, we want everybody to know that. These are impossible to get. There's only so many of them left in the world. You can see it's in good shape. It's not broken or damaged in any way. Okay, we want to make sure that you understand we're going to pack this thing really well and make sure that it arrives to you that way. Also, we need to make sure that the core from you guys comes back so we can help another bus company. It needs to come back in the same condition, rebuildable, with that connector being intact. Okay, now you can see underneath, it's kind of hot right here, but you can see underneath, that there's no fluid leakage on the test bench here. So it's been running for about an hour now on low and high speed. I'll go back over there and actuate those so you can see. I'll try to get around the back here if I can get some space. Okay, you can see the back end of it. We'll give you a close-up of that so you can see clearly that there is no leakage, there is no seepage, there's none of that. You can clearly see the temperature we're running at. And then also for another verification, we can get a temperature pulled off of it. Obviously different spots on the case, we're gonna have different temperature readings, right? It's good that the coil itself is running a little bit cooler. That's a good thing, right? Okay, so you can see it is in fact up to temperature and this thing is not lying to you. So now we'll switch it over to high. No knocking, no ticking, no abnormal noises, no leakage, everything intact and ready to install on the bus for you. Okay, so we're gonna switch to off. There we are. And low speed. Okay, I can try to grab onto that and hold it to slow it down, and I can't, which means that the magnets are doing what they're supposed to do. Let's try it. So I got this glove here, clamping down on it pretty tight. Makes a lot of heat real fast. Okay, so you can see that the low speed magnets are working good. Everything's good to go, so we're going to go ahead and box it up and get it shipped out to you after it does a slow cool down. So we're going to let it cool all the way down to about 80 degrees before we take it off of here. That way everything has time to slowly cool down to not shock the unit, just like it would in the bus. whole idea of this testing is to introduce speed, to introduce vibration, to introduce heat and the oil into the equation, as well as the pressure inside the gearbox. So we're basically simulating all the running conditions that it's going to experience in the bus to make sure that we are sending you a good unit, all right, to the best of our abilities. Now, if anybody were to ever have an issue with one of our units, we would 100% back you up. So we just want to say thank you to Gatens Adventures for purchasing this unit from us, and we hope to do business with you guys again in the future. Thanks for watching and have a good day.